I have one more question.
Yes.
Which may be the same answer. I understand that.
All right.
Is it important for me to find out if there was anything other than the sexual abuse? I understand that the healing is the same as what you've just said.
Yes.
But...
Is it important to get in touch with a specific incident?
No, that's not it. I also have the sense that there may have been something directly related to the light that wasn't sexual abuse, whether it was psychic or something else.
In what way? Can you be more
Yeah,
specific?
I have no memory of being abducted, but I've had healers say that there have been implants, and I don't have a fear of extraterrestrial beings.
But you're asking the question.
But I'm asking the question only because of what happens to me physically when I get close to these places, and I realize that some of it is the ego. Is that all it is, or is there something else?
No. Let us explain a little bit. There are similar vibrations only because of the shift that, in a sense, you go through in those times. One of the reasons why our civilization and other civilizations do not come full force into a landing on your planet is that we understand that we represent a completely different dimensional vibration than you do. And we understand that our dimensional vibration, because in a sense, no judgment intended, we are operating on a more holistic level, is somewhat, shall we say, more amplified, magnified, or powerful than you believe yours is. Right. And in your belief that yours is a lower vibration, it allows something to happen wherein if we come face to face with you before you're ready, if you immerse yourself in our vibration before you are ready to handle that level of vibration, our vibration can overwhelm yours and force, in a sense, you toward an integration with aspects of yourself you may not be ready to integrate, and that can cause great paralysis and fear. In what are the so-called abductions, which is a different matter altogether with regard to the beings doing that, you are shifted interdimensionally, and that interdimensional shift has a similar effect to what I just described. In shifting interdimensionally to have those experiences, in a sense, more of you is forced into your consciousness. You become more aware of more of yourself, including parts you may not be willing or ready to integrate. And that causes a great amount of fear and paralysis. Do you follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So, in a sense, it's a side effect of the shifting, and until such time as more integration takes place, it may then, afterward, you will find, relax, and there will be less fear. But until such time, anytime you approach that vibration, there will be a little bit of trepidation because you associate that shift with being forced to face things you may not be fully integrating yet. But take your time. Those things happened in your life to give you a clue. You can use them this way, to give you a clue as to how to sense when you are approaching issues that require integration. You can use that also as a measurement barometer. Does this help? Does it make sense?
It does.
Yes. Where does that take you then?
Well, I think because I believe, that if there was an abduction, it was a contract. I don't believe that it was a forced, And I do...
All things on a certain level are a contract. But also understand there are from time to time things that are not necessarily consciously understood between the beings that are interacting about that contract. And it doesn't necessarily excuse that something might be done to you in a way that is not necessarily representative of your preference. It is the duty of all the beings in the contract to come to the conscious awareness of how the interaction could possibly take place in a manner that is more representative of your preferred vibration. But that doesn't always happen because the beings involved in the abductions are not necessarily as evolved as you think.
Understood.
They are also not necessarily exactly what you call extraterrestrials.
Right. Okay. So, because in my toning work and my healing, I have a connection with ETs, galactics,
Oh, yes.
whatever. It's a very strong connection, and it's a very heartfelt connection, and it's a very loving connection.
Yes.
And I have a lot of trust in that connection.
All right.
So I guess just if you can give me a bit of advice when this reaction happens in my body, and it's a very physical reaction.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's more painful
breathe
than
through
fear.
it. Breathe through it. And as you breathe, with every breath, remind yourself you are willing to go into the experience, but you will go in on your own terms.
Okay. Because I've tried breathing through it, I've tried ignoring it, I've tried
it's
forcing
not just the idea of breathing.
Right.
It's breathing to center yourself to the point where you are making a declaration that you are willing to do this, but you're also putting out that you're going to do it on your own terms. And making that declaration will allow them to begin to respond in another way. Do you follow me?
Yes, thank you very much.
Also.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a favorite flower?
Yes.
What?
A bird of paradise.
Does it have an aroma?
Not really.
Do you have a favorite flower that has an aroma?
I don't think a lily of the valley does either.
You want to stick to the bird of paradise?
Yes.
All right. I would suggest that you have a bird of paradise in whatever area it's most likely that this experience may happen, so that when you gaze upon it, you remember that that's what you are.
Right.
And that you take that vibration into your breathing, into your understanding of what terms are correct and appropriate for you in the engagement.
So I'm willing to engage on my own terms.
Yes, and use the bird of paradise to remind yourself that that symbolizes the appropriate vibration you want to remain in while carrying out whatever agreements you may have made.
Thank you, Bashar.
All right?
Blessings.
And there will be help from other sources as well. All right?
Is that just a tease?
No. Oh, I can't tell you much more about it. I'm just assuring you you're not alone.
Right. Thank you, Bashar.